Why is it that every time I start these freaking videos, the freaking rooster decides to scream? Hello there once again, audience. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Alright, so I decided to finally bite the bullet and get myself a new AK-47 because my inner ordnance AK-47 just... I'm tired of the issues that inner ordnance AK-47s have. And I'm tired of sitting on my hands waiting for it, you know. I've been waiting for a year for this thing to come back. Literally a year, and it still has not come back, so I went out and I bought a non-American made AK-47. In this box is a RH-10 done by Cugir in Romania, I believe. I think that's how you pronounce that. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that properly. C-U-G-I-R. Cugir. Cugir? I don't know. How's that pronounced, guys? I think I'm pronouncing it right. There will always be peacock noises on any of my videos. At any point in time. I guess I have one right outside my window. Anyway, this is not going to be a true unboxing video, because I have already unboxed this. It was unboxed whenever I picked it up from the gun store. The guy had it out of the box and up on a shelf whenever he was selling it. I have also test fired it. I took the test firing video before this video because I had the opportunity to test fire it then, and I do not have that opportunity right now. So instead of... I'm kind of doing it backwards. I took it out, filmed the test firing, put it back in the box, and I'm basically going to show you guys the way it comes in the box. Sounds like I have a freaking chicken dying out there. These right here, Century is notorious for having AK-47s that are kind of poorly put together. But in 2008, they updated their quality control. In 2008 and newer rifles are normally better. This one right here seems to be pretty good. The fact that I picked it up at a gun store meant that I could check it out. All the rivets on it look good. There's no unusual cutouts on the mag release. Mags fit pretty good. Cycles very, very well, as I noticed with the test firing. But I still put it in the box to show you guys what it comes with, and it does not come with much. The quality of the rifles might be increasing, but the quantity of accessories you get with the rifle is basically nothing. You get the rifle and a magazine as of 2019. You don't get the surplus AK-47 cleaning kit or sling or sight tool or anything, any AK-47 accessories. You only get one mag as well. Alright, well, that being said, let's go ahead and open this thing up. Alright, the box opens very easily. Just two little tabs. Cardboard tabs on these. Alright, we got ourselves some nice foam back plating here. Give me just a second, my thing here is in the way. Get out of the way, dude. I'm trying to fold this box. Alright, here you guys go. This is everything that you get. Rifle and mag. Oh, and some paperwork on it. Owner's manual, eh? It's not even the right type of rifle. This rifle pretty much is a WASR, but it's got a couple of distinct differences. I'm actually going to use this picture to show what those differences are. The difference between a WASR and an RH-10 is kind of up in the barrel assembly. From the handguard back, it's a WASR, but the RH-10 is actually supposed to be a Romanian paratroop rifle, and they wanted to lighten it and make it shorter, but US gun law says the barrel has to be a specific length, so this one is of appropriate length. I believe that the barrel would normally cut off about right here on the paratroop rifles, but I could be wrong. It could actually be shorter than that. Anyway, the difference between the WASR and the RH-10 is the sight gas block combo. As you can see on the WASR, the sight is not attached to the gas block. This one right here does have a thinner barrel to lighten it out, so you definitely don't want to dump like 15 magazines through this thing and overheat the barrel. These right here are similar to the pencil barrels that the M16s had. You're not really going to have any issues with these. You know, this will last several thousand rounds, but you definitely want to be more careful with one of these in terms of overheating it. And it has this bird cage muzzle hider on it. The WASR does not. It just has a standard muzzle flash hider. There we go. That's what I was trying to say there. The RH-10 also has a different rear sight. The rear sight is now wind adjustable, although this one right here is kind of loose and useless, but it still exists. I'm probably just going to throw a standard AK sight on that though, to be honest, because this one is kind of finicky. It's got way too much play in it, left and right and up and down, so that's something to take note of, but it is what it is. I'd also like to note that it comes with one single PMag. There have been deals out there, I'm sure, you know, gun shop specific deals where they come with multiple magazines, but if you're getting directly from Century, PMag, you get one of them. You don't get anything else. Unlike the older WASR rifles, these AKs do not have an accessory port on the back butt plate. So, no cleaning kit, guys. Take that for what you will. Alright, I did buy this gun, factory new, so I don't have to worry about how much mileage has been put on this gun. I will be keeping track of how many rounds I put through it. So far, I have 10 rounds, plus the ammunition that they put through it at the factory, but those don't really count. I got 10 rounds through this thing, just to test it, just to fire it. And it did function pretty well. It cycled fairly decently. Inside of the AK, anyone who knows what they're looking for, these are just very standard AK parts. Got a chrome piston, very, very poorly cut camming surface for the locking lug there. Well, that's not where the locking lug goes, but you guys know what I mean. Does look like the machine work is not the best, but I bet you that these bolts are harder steel than inner ordnance bolts are, and I bet you this one will last longer than an inner ordnance bolt. That's the biggest problem I've had with my inner ordnance rifles. Their bolts don't last but 200 or 300 rounds. Inner ordnance is just absolute garbage, it really is. But I still expect my rifle to come back from them. I still haven't gotten it. It's been a year now. I want my freaking rifle. It's interesting that the front of the bolt face kind of has this cutout on the top right, I believe. Could be top left from you guys, but it's just a little cutout. I'm not sure if all AKs have that. I'll check some of my other rifles. Other than that, all this right here looks pretty standard. Serial number on the bolt. Does it match? Aha! The bolt matches. So that is a plus. I have seen it was years and years ago, but back whenever Century Arms was kind of neglecting their AK-47s, they would send AKs back here that had mismatched bolts. So that's something to take note of. This one does match. And it's very oily because I oiled the living crap out of it. No deformations on the hammer. It does have a coiled hammer spring in it, so that's a plus versus just the flat wolf spring. It's got a paperclip retainer. Not the greatest, but this right here is not exactly a... Well, this right here is a budget rifle. It's not something that you would expect a whole lot of quality out of. The wood furniture on this, it needs to be refinished. It's pretty bad, but it's a military style. That's kind of what I was aiming for, and I doubt I'm going to refinish it just because I wanted a military style. Alright, Internet. Romanian made RH-10, imported by Century Arms. I have not shot this yet. I'm here with Busky. Hi, Busky.
Hello there.
I'm not sure if this is going to explode in my face, so in lieu of classic tradition, we're going to throw one round into this thing and see if it even fires without exploding. I'm sure that it will, but they got to test fire these things before they sell them. So technically, it's not a virgin rifle, but still. One round. Let's see how well this works. Look at all that oil and smoke. It's got the new AK-47 smell. Look at that. The gunpowder left a big mark on the bird cage of this thing. Right there in the barrel. Just from one round. I imagine a lot of that is soot and leftover oil debris.
That one country that actually made fake gun noises.
Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Okay, here we go. I got 9 rounds
Marines.
left, so let's lob those downrange. See how well this thing cycles. Chamber's clear. All right, well, it cycles well, fires well, seems to be reasonably accurate. I'd say 30 yards or so, maybe 35. So, all right, test firing complete. The gun fires very well.
It does.
Yeah, I'll have to get more ammo for it and do a legitimate shooting test. But for right now, all I had was the 10 rounds. So, thanks for tuning in there, audience. All right, guys, it is a few days later. I was dissatisfied with how much ammo I had to put through this thing, and it's not really an AK-47 video without sticking at least 2 magazines worth through an AK-47. So I went out, picked up some more ammo. I'll be doing 2 different types of ammunition. I got hollow points and full metal jackets that I'll be lobbing through this AK. Due to some construction going on beside the house, I've had to change angles on my gun range. I'll probably have to full on change positions of the gun range, but for right now, with no one there, I've just changed angles. So they're taking out the trees right here. Those are planted pine. That is kind of a farm, but it's been abandoned for the past bunch of years, and they decided to start taking them out. So right there's the gun range, right there's the planted pine. Can't exactly shoot in that direction anymore. However, we got nothing in that direction for a whole lot of miles, so I'm likely going to set up the shooting range over there. Basically just turn it around. I had it set up over here so we had trees a little closer to the backstop, but I think that we'll do all right over there. You can't really see it from this angle, but it actually goes downhill and back uphill, so the shooting range will probably be in the downhill position. So that'll be fun. This car is not going to be fun to move, but I'm not done shooting it, so we're going to have to move it. I can't just get another one. Alright, first up, we're going to lob some hollow points out of our RH-10. See how well these work. Wow, that mag fits very firmly in there. Very nice mag. Oh god, it's an inner ordnance mag. Alright, hollow points seem to cycle just fine through this thing. That inner ordnance mag is kind of tight. Now we got our P mag full of full metal jackets. Cycled those just fine too. Wow, I got way too close to the camera. I'm sorry guys. Cycled those just fine too. Rifle's empty. Let me load up some more ammunition. Alright, this time, step away from the camera. We're going to go in reverse. We're going to start off with the full metal jackets out of the P-Mag. Let's see what these can do. I'm going to fire this a little faster this time. Heat that barrel up some. I think I fired it pretty fast that time. Alright, next up, hollow points. Inordinates AKs suck, but damn, I like that mag. It fits so nice and it looks so good on this gun. Maybe I'll get one that's just a little bit lighter tan. Burning off some excess oil. We got a little bit of smoke coming off of this thing. Neat. Alright, I still have some more ammunition left, so I'm gonna load this up. Alright, back up from the camera here. I gotta remember not to get so close to this thing. I'm all out of hollow points, so we're just doing full metal jackets now. So, out of the Inordinates AK. Let's do it. This is my last 2 magazines. All out of that one. Alright. Last bunch of ammo till payday. Well, 7.62 by 39 anyway. Got a bunch of 8mm Mauser, so I'm probably going to make a video off of that. 8mm Mauser and 7.62 by 54 rimmed. Let's compare them. Alright, AK-47 is empty. Get down on eye level with you guys. AK-47 is empty. Thanks for watching. On this side of the car, you can definitely tell whenever Kevin decides to scream. They're communicating. They're collaborating. You can definitely tell where the AK rounds have hit, because I don't have many bullets on this side of the car. I do have a couple. But they're like rusted. Like this one right here looks nice and fresh. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and so on. I tried aiming for this general area just because there's not a whole lot of damage there. And these rims look pretty good too. I did hit it a couple of times, but for the most part not really. Either way, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. If you have any ideas, let me know. I am getting some steel targets. I've had quite a few requests on that, so I do have them coming. Don't worry about it, guys. It's on its way. You can relax. Well, guys, for the money I paid, this right here seems to be an alright rifle, but you never really know whenever you're buying a WASR type. It could be a hit, could be a miss. So the only way to really tell is to put 1,000 rounds through this thing and see what sort of condition it's in afterwards. The levers on it are very stiff, as you would expect from a new AK. The safety lever is, I bet the camera's just rocking around like crazy back there. The safety lever is quite stiff. I'm probably gonna have to loosen that up. I wish our sights were as stiff as some of these levers around here. Like if they could just figure out what they're doing to these and stick them on their sights, it would be absolutely perfect. I gotta do the poncho thing, just solid AK-47 sights. It's the greatest, especially whenever there's just so many AK-47 sights out there that are not the best. Now, don't freak out, guys. It's unloaded. I've had a couple of people freak out because I point my gun at the camera. It's an unmanned camera. You guys are sitting on a can of coffee. Well, it's a espresso can, but still. So don't freak out. It is unloaded. It's not going to come out of your computer if this does somehow magically go off. But the very front sight, right there, is tilted to the right a bit. I'm not sure why. I only shot at about 25 yards, so I'm not entirely sure if they had trouble zeroing their rifle or not. But the barrel is straight. I checked it with a couple of different tools, but you guys get the gist of it. Alright, if you want to be around for what sort of adventures this rifle does go on, then mash that subscribe button and you won't miss out. I will be keeping track and recording everything that I do to this rifle so we can see just what this rifle can withstand. The pencil barrel on it is something that I am curious about. It's going to be interesting to see how well that holds up to the test of time and massive surpluses of ammunition. I'm also very curious to see how the head spacing on the rifle ends up after 5,000 rounds. So that'll be interesting as well. Like I said, if you want to be a part of that, mash that subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon page. All my guns and ammo are kind of bought by me. I've stuck a lot of money, time, and effort into this channel, and I very highly doubt I'll get my money back for it, but I don't care. I do this kind of stuff anyway. I'm mostly here just for entertainment. If you want to support, check out the Patreon. If you can't support, I understand. Mash the subscribe button, and you won't miss out on any of the nonsense that I put this AK-47 through. That being said, thanks for watching. You guys have a great